Hi, my name is Elton McFall, and I'm a wannabe redneck. Can't you see it by my longer than normal hair? Can't you see it by my 80s or so looking, what do they call it, trucker cap, and my flannel shirt, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm not. My cousin is, though. I'm not going to tell him which, I'm not going to say which one. I'm going to keep that in the family. But that's cool because he's old school, you know. He's got good intentions. Good kid. Anyway, Elton McFall here. I haven't made a walking video in a few days because it's fucking windy every day and I've been feeling like shit for the past few days. And I got to stretch the whole legs out there, and I just filmed a CP train leaving the Port of Montreal, which is right over there, which you can't see too well. And this is Rue Sainte-Catherine. Oh look, and there's non-scrap right on cue. I think that's the one I filmed a while back, actually. That's good stuff. I always love the non-scrap in the videos. Nobody's on there. Can you believe that? It's the 34th, it's empty. I saw that. Even I could see it was empty. Those of you who don't know, I'm visually impaired. Yes. Or as I sometimes jokingly say, visually challenged. Look at this. Look at it. They put the fucking street signs on both sides of the street. Sometimes I think that's a safety reason, though, you know. Oh, the sun's coming out. I was hoping you guys get some sunshine. You get some sunshine there in the shot because it wasn't looking too good for a while. Let me just turn this around here. Turn the hat around, not so I look all more like yo, but just because I got to protect myself from the rays of the sun since I've had a melanoma. Lots of fun. That's the Pont Jacques-Cartier, as I always mention, which was completed in 1929, right when the Depression started. Which, by the way, folks, if you think we're not heading towards the Depression, you're out of your fucking mind. So, this is one of the many public work garages where they house all the heavy equipment for repair and maintenance. And whatever else, you know, the sidewalk cleaners and the pothole filling trucks. And this right here is well, you know what, I'm old school. I'm going to call it gaz métropolitain, which basically, as you can imagine, is French for metropolitan gas. G-A-Z, like the Russian make of car or vehicles. Now they like to call themselves Energir, which doesn't even fucking translate, by the way. Anyway, the reason why I'm also showing that, not only because they have nice trucks, but actually, you know, back in the day, back up until, I guess, the early 2000s or so, they had these old Dodge Ram vans, you know, from the 90s and earlier, early 90s and earlier. And they were cool because they were very distinguishable. Because those of you who are from Montreal, you remember those trucks, they were all orange, bright orange, and they had a blue stripe along the belt line. And I'm like, man, I want to like put one in a drawing or a painting one day, you know, like I do like a street and do something like that, you know, that would be cool. And I hate it when the sun is at this angle because it's almost right over me and it's showing all the dust behind my lens of my, not the camera, but my glasses. So, but I'm taking it real slow because again, I haven't been feeling too well this week, and fatigue, and I had a headache for about a week, and you know, if it's the virus, it's all the more reason really, if I go out, not to go out far, and I didn't go far in the last few days at all. I hardly filmed anything this week. I don't even remember when the last time I did a walking video. I think it was a few days ago easily. I like this artistic jazz here. And what the fuck is this for? Look at that, it looks like it's an old electrical pole or phone pole, and they just left it there. Weird. Yeah, especially these ones. Look at that. I don't think of showing stuff like that sometimes. These are fucking ancient, man. This stuff looks like it was made in the 40s. Christ, come to think of it, my grandfather worked for Bell Canada, and he was a foreman for Bell Canada, and therefore a technician, and he might have helped actually, he might have fucking actually helped to install these. I remember he mentioned that he had helped to put up the ones in Côte des Neiges Boulevard, you know. So another reason to film this walk here on the Rue Bercy is because there's a Timmy's over there, so I figured, well, if the sun can stick around a while, I'll, you know, take a break, and maybe I'll get a coffee down at the Timmy's over there and take a little break, and if I'm really tired, I'll probably walk right back home, but if I'm really tired, I'll just jump on the 125. What do we got over there? Peterbilt? No, Freightliner. Freightliner is the truck of choice here for the city of Montreal for so many years. And Used to be international though. A long time ago. Actually, it's funny, the new garbage trucks that we got, they are in internationals. There's a oh, that's a rare one. That one's rare. That's rare because that's more of a deluxe Peterbilt versus the cheaper Freightliner. These are a little more expensive. They're a little more fancy, and that's why there's not many of them versus these older, whatever the fuck, Freightliner 2011, 2013, 12, around there, give or take. And if you hear that engine running, that's that locomotive. That CP train is still sitting there because sometimes I gotta wait for a clear from their controller to proceed. You know? So, but yeah, I forgot to mention, that's all like, look, this is all like recently built. This is not even really old. There's like nothing here. I don't know what there was before. Probably some old industrial building. I can't remember. Knocked it all down, you know, and it's the way she goes. You know? Look at this. I never looked in here. Is this still part of Gas Metropolitan? Let me take a look here. Whatever. I was hoping to see some vehicles. Yeah. And that company, they're not starving because they got some nice trucks, as you got there. As you saw there, they got some nice looking international work stars. They're not cheap, those vehicles, you know. All that chrome and everything, and so forth, so forth. Well, maybe if I were so lucky, if I could get to that, to Ontario Street, which is where the Timmy's is, where I'm going to stop this, because it is a long block here. Maybe if I'm lucky that I could maybe get that CP train add to my clip before there, but I don't see it happening. It's far away anyway, and although the camera's got a terrific zoom, I mean, you know, if you're really zoomed in on something, it's never really sharp. The more you're zoomed in, especially even if it's windy, so you know. And this here is, oh yeah, what's this called again? Oh, jeez, God, I've seen these trucks all the time, every day when I would go out. What is it called again? It's a fruit and vegetable company. It's called, it's Latino, the name. It's, tabarouette, là. Comment ça s'appelle, là? Oh yeah, that's it. Hector Larrivé. I'm sorry, it's not Latino. I said it was Latino because I know the Latinos, a lot of Latino men, especially the old ones, they're called Hector. You know? Can you dig it? Yeah, I'm just happy to be out for a while. Oh, speaking of garbage trucks, is that one? Yeah, that's your typical Freightliner. You know? Freight shaker. But a freight shaker really doesn't apply to a term of those trucks because they're not very old. That's the thing. A freight shaker is more of a term of the older Freightliner trucks, the ones that were like guaranteed for like 500,000 miles for decades, pretty much. See, there's that name, Energie. Yeah. Well, I remember what my doctor told me. In case you're not familiar with my videos and all that, I got a heart condition called pericarditis. I've been trying to shake it off for like fucking 6 months. And my doctor, who I saw before, you know, we started going fucking haywire there in the world. That was on the 12th of March. Today's the April 18th. And he says, it's okay, you can go for a walk for like, you know, a half hour or something. He says, you don't go out for like 2 hours. You know? He's right. So that's why I don't have a choice. I have to keep it short. So in my regard, that's an old folks residence. I think this and this, hopefully, well, you know, hopefully the old folks are in good shape generally, and they're not they don't have this goddamn COVID-19 business. It's been depressing as hell to read about or see about in the fucking news. My God, yeah, it's not a perfect life. Look at that. There's Bing Wong. Yeah. Nice front, eh? Nice facade. I think life is a facade, for Christ's sake. You know? Oof. I saw this video my aunt sent me. She saw on Facebook. I'm not on Facebook, by the way. Don't, you know, I'm sure most of you probably figured that out. I hate Facebook. But anyway, she sent me this nice video, and they, like, I don't know, some sort of like some singer. I think it was a known Quebec singer maybe, and he went to this old folks seniors residence, and And he sang, and the people were out, some of them were out on their balconies watching, and like, that's nice, you know, like, this is a dark time here. We're, you know, I mean, me like you, I'm finding it hard, especially hard maybe to most people because I'm all alone, and I haven't seen friends or family in a month, and my brother's coming down to see me. He lives in Laval, he's coming today. And, so he's going to come see me later. We'll go for a little walk, and it'll be great to see him. Because it's bad enough being in so-called fucking lockdown there, you know. And yeah, I need to see some family, man, you know. I mean, come on. I mean, fuck, I know I'm obsessed with cars and all that stuff, and it makes me happy, but come on, you need not even just the touch, yeah, but just, you know, they're there, you know. It's the camaraderie, love. No. Anyway, we're almost at Ontario Street. I used to go to a pizzeria that's over here in this strip mall you're going to see here. Well, sort of. And I know you can't really see it, but there's a strip mall where that orange sign is there. It's like basically the facade of that whole place is there. And I used to go to this restaurant there called Restaurant Bercy, and they had great pizza. I mean, the fucking place has been open by Greeks since '73, but I mean, you know, Jesus Christ, it's I don't want to go into it, but the lady who ran that place, she was nice, but she was fucking kooky, man. Too bad her son didn't run that place more. I thought he was cooler. Yeah. But that's the thing about life that's too bad. You don't think about much when you're younger, you know, but the more you get older and the more you see how things have fucking changed all the time and disappear and people die or fuck off, or it's tough. That's one of the shitty parts of life, unfortunately, and I tell young people that. It's not to be negative, but it's realistic. It's just how it is what it is. Oh, new cruiser, nice. Gonna come back and give me a fucking ticket for filming. That wouldn't be funny at all. I wouldn't fucking find that funny at all. Not at all. I'm gonna stop right here in Timmy's. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Well, if you want to check me out on Patreon, but whatever, I've got you know, 4 patrons, and it's not a lot, but Rome wasn't built in a day. You know, you want to become a contributor and show your love of what I do, since I do this all the time. Well, a little bit less lately, but hoping you all the best, hoping you're safe. Try to stay indoors, please, and go out only when it's necessary, as they say. And there's a nice, look at that, there's a nice Toyota 4Runner right there, and there's a BMW X9. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this, and take care, and hasta luego.